Body weight push-up. Here are the most important cues to make sure that you're doing a push-up correctly like an absolute boss, so you can actually get something serious out of your chest rather than just burning out your shoulders or your triceps. So first and foremost, whatever happens at the hand tends to happen at the shoulder. So first thing we're going to do is turn that hand out a little bit, right? This external rotation. Notice what happens at the shoulder when I do that. The shoulder also moves. What that means is now I'm slightly externally rotated. It's going to encourage this shoulder depression or the scapular depression into the back pocket. When I do that, I get a lot more lats, I get a lot more serratus anterior. Now I can actually, when I go for the press, this elbow is going to come back down behind me as opposed to out to the side, and I'm going to get a heck of a lot more chest out of this exercise, right? So that's the first thing. Demonstration from the front would be poor elbow position, shoulders are relaxed, I'm not depressing the scapula. This is what it looks like. As opposed to turning the hands out just a little bit, shoulders are set down into the back pockets or shoulder blades are set down, and now all of a sudden, boom, the elbows are going back behind me and you can't see them flare out. That's the first thing. Second thing that we're going to focus on here is the line of our shoulders relative to our hands. We want the shoulders to be in line with the hands as opposed to the hands being somewhere here or the other extreme. Reason being, for example, if I have my hands out in front and I try to do my push-ups here, watch what happens. I'm going to tuck the hips as I always would, and now I'm just going to go down. You'll notice here at the bottom that I've already lost the shoulder position. This shoulder has hiked up, right? I've gone into this elevated state. What we've just talked about now, we know that this is not a stable place for the shoulder. At the same time, look at that angle of the elbow, right? I've got a lot of elbow flexion happening here. This is going to put a lot of stress on that elbow joint. It's not wrong if we want to get into the triceps perhaps, but that shoulder position is definitely not ideal. So I want the hands in line with the shoulders. Now, it does not matter if it's knees or toes, but the bottom position, if we have the shoulders set down into the back pocket, we've got our lats, serratus, these kind of things on. As we come down, boom, all of a sudden, it's now the hands are in line with my chest as opposed to my shoulders. I can keep the shoulders away from the ears. You can think the forearms are vertical. And now as I press back up, the elbows are going back behind me. And like I said, it shouldn't make a difference if it's knees or toes. That bottom position and the position of the torso, shoulders and elbow relative to one another stays the exact same. Cool? Obviously, as always, we want to maintain the hips tucked and full body tension when we do this. We don't want to see an arch back. But those two things, hand position, shoulder position, and also, I should say three, the line of the hands relative to the shoulder, those are the most important things so you can get more out of your push-up.